Some people have this single-mindedness, and I mean this in a positive way. People who have a single and clear purpose for their entire life. For example, finding a solution to end world hunger or finding a cure for cancer. They spent decades on solving this one question, and thank God that there are people like this. But some, or perhaps even many people, feel a magnetic pull towards doing more than one thing. For example, being an architect and at the same time also being a musician. There is more than one thing that they want to pursue, and not just as a hobby, but as a career. Does this sound anything like you? Do you feel like you can't make up your mind? Like you're forced to choose just one career and end up being all conflicted? In that case, the concept of multiple careers will take a weight off of your shoulders. Not many people are aware of the term multiple careers, and to some it might sound like a crazy idea. Just pursuing one career can be tough as hell, let alone pursuing several. So why do it, and what is there to gain? Now, what does multiple careers mean? It's a form of career that has started trending in the late 20th and early 21st century. There are two basic forms, and the first one is multiple concurrent career, also known as portfolio career, slash career, or hyphenated career. For example, the cafe owner slash yoga teacher, or researcher slash writer, or teacher dash painter. The careers are pursued simultaneously, and one way to do this is to pursue different careers on different days of the week. For example, the cafe owner slash yoga teacher could work in their cafe on Monday to Wednesday and as yoga teacher from Thursday to Saturday, or during different times of the day, for example as teacher in the mornings and as painter in the evenings, or even different seasons. For example, the biochemist who works in the lab most of the year, who then carves out 2 months in the summer and 1 month in the winter to fully concentrate on writing. And then there are multiple consecutive careers, and this means that a person pursues different careers at different stages throughout their life. Someone could pursue a career in finance in their 20s and 30s, become an entrepreneur and build a startup company in their 40s to their 50s, and finally work as professor in their 60s and beyond. This could be planned in advance, as well be a reaction towards changing interests and changing life circumstances. And I'll add to this a third form, which would be a combination of the earlier two, and this is by far the most realistic one. In reality, career changes and switches do not happen as abruptly and are not as clean-cut. So rather than just leaving an old career behind and starting a new one from zero, in many cases people would phase in a new career and slowly phase out the old one. So there would be phases in someone's life where they pursue 2 or 3 careers, phases where they only pursue 1 career, and so on. Multiple careers is a new mindset about careers rather than any fixed models. It requires a new way of looking at careers altogether. Traditionally, most career paths were single-tracked. Even before college or during their studies, one would choose a career path, for example in finance, management, or medicine. And the rules and conditions that you need to fulfill to progress on this career path are more or less set by the industry that you work in. There is a chronological order, and in most cases focuses on moving up the hierarchy to a higher position. Entirely focusing on this single career path would bring financial success and success in general, making the person a respected part of society. And I'm not saying at all that pursuing this kind of traditional career path is not good. On the contrary, I think that these kind of traditional career paths might be very well suited to specific kind of people. And more people nowadays are tailoring their careers in a way that not only achieves objective success, which could include success in the eyes of society, but also subjective success, which could mean that the career fulfills the individual's deepest needs. This can include achieving a better work-life fit, if not balance, self-actualization, and pursuing what is felt as important and meaningful. This, among other things such as developments in technology and the job market, has led to many people having multiple careers. I first became aware of the term multiple careers from the book One Person, Multiple Careers by Marcy Alboer, where she talks about slash careers, people who have more than one career at a time. When I first got the book from my dad, I didn't think too much about it. My own experience experiences were what ultimately led me to believe that some people need to have multiple careers and that it balances them out. I went through a massive career change that lasted for years, and even now I'm still in the process of adjusting and tweaking it. My first career was in banking, where I worked in project management and strategic business management. I loved certain aspects of it, but I wasn't in the right industry. I always loved acting in the world of film, so I began to pursue that path and started acting in some short films and feature films. But I couldn't let go of doing something more entrepreneurial. There are certain aspects of entrepreneurship and management, perhaps the more systematic and structured part of it, that engages parts of my brain that I don't use when I'm acting. So I became a film producer and made 2 feature films. I also started creating short form content, or this YouTube video that you're watching right now. I love the process of being able to create something end to end and having autonomy throughout the process. I recognized quite early on, but still not early enough I think, that I wasn't the kind of person who was cut out to just pursue one career path for their entire life. I knew that my entire life would be a collection of careers and projects, and during different stages of my life, I would be prioritizing different things. I knew that in this lifetime, I wanted to do, or at least try to do, everything that I felt was important and meaningful to me, regardless of the outcome, so that I would have no regrets. At first, this might seem a bit contradictory. After all, working on several careers, wouldn't this make you lose focus and even wear you out? But look at it this way: if you're not pursuing the things that are important to you and that you deeply care about, that can also become a mental burden. Of course, we cannot do everything at once. It is neither realistic nor will it be effective. What you need to do if you want to pursue multiple careers is to first identify what this could look like. Which format seems to be most suitable in your case? Does it make sense to add a career right now on top of the career that you're already pursuing? Or would it make more sense to start your second career at a certain later stage in your life? It's not going to be easy, and there are many things to consider, but a lot of people have done this and feel fulfilled by it. If done correctly, multiple careers can bring balance to your life. One career can benefit from the other through cross-cultivation, meaning that skills and knowledge obtained and connections formed in one field can benefit the other field. Take, for example, the plastic surgeon Maxwell Maltz, who of all people wrote a personal development book. He gained insights on how people can change their self-image through his work in plastic surgery. Or the psychotherapist/violin maker Bob Childs, who loved his job as psychotherapist, but has to work on making violins because, in his own words, gives an opportunity to create a voice or vehicle for maybe parts of my experience that don't necessarily have language or can be expressed in other ways. Let's say, for example, that you work in finance and you enjoy the analytical and structured part of it, but you might feel that something is missing. You may have an artistic tendency and love to play the guitar, but you don't just want to play it as a hobby for yourself, for your friends, or at a family's wedding, but you want to pursue it as a career. You want to play professionally, play in a band, create music and share it with the world, and get more and more skilled at it day by day. So who might want to adopt this paradigm of multiple careers? These are people who like variety, working on different things, seeking new and engaging challenges. People who have many interests and ideas that they want to work on, not just as a hobby but professionally. People who want to pursue their passion but want to hold on to the safety of their existing job. Multiple careers is for people who are driven by fulfillment and subjective career success. This is not suitable for people who are too concerned about what other people might think of them. So what do you think about this? Has this given you any ideas or insights about how you might want to shape your career? Please let me know in the comments below. If you found this video useful, then make sure that you subscribe and also hit the little alarm bell. Also, don't forget to check out my other videos on career change and career development. As always, I thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day, and I hope to see you again soon.